Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into the microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Invisible War Blind. Now, I have a couple of errands to do around the place, so let's start. So first of all, I need to release the cure, but to do that I need to get to the walled off segment of the facility, and I'm not sure if the guards will simply let me to.
I'm not sure what they do back here, but I'm supposed to make sure no one messes with it.
Apparently I can just enter, having the right code, although I was just thinking about how hilarious and horrifying would it be if it turned out in the end that the cure was actually a hoax by the Order, and that they only exchanged one plague for another that they had control over.
Sorry, this isn't Pequods. That's on 107. This is the nanoform of bot kennel. You know, we keep this guy's friendly. Some people in the Medina think that these are just for show, but I know. I work here. The counter agent gets encoded at that computer terminal over there. Bots coming and going all day. The archaeology wouldn't set all of this up if it didn't do some good. Some people in the Medina think that these are just for show, but I know. I work here. The counter agent gets encoded at that computer terminal over there.
Okay, so here's to hoping it's
Take your show somewhere else. Bots coming and going all day. The archaeology wouldn't set all of this up if it didn't do some good.
It's not actually a hoax.
Fantastic. The nanoformers will begin cleaning up the pollution in the Medina right away. The air should be safe within 24 hours.
You better not get me in trouble.
Yeah, I hope not.
Something breaks, I'm gonna have them dust that keyboard for fingerprints.
I don't know why the plumbing for the archaeology is so important, but this is a restricted area.
Well, here's to hoping it was an actual cure, as opposed to some kind of a practical joke or a manufactured mock-up thing. So, do I have anything else to do inside here? Yeah, I need to visit ApostleCorp, but that's for later. For now, I do need to visit the Mosque to talk with the mother, so... I think it was on the upper level. Yeah, right here.
The Mosque is a weapons-free zone. To enter, you must submit to a deactivation procedure. Okay. Thank you for your compliance with these regulations. You may in.
Now, I really hope I'm doing something good here and not enrolling the student in to get experimented upon or worst, exterminated. So, fingers crossed on that.
I saw your daughter's name in the school's recruitment database. I moved her to the accepted category.
You mean...
Your daughter's now a Tarsus girl. Check with the authorities before letting her move into the archaeology, though. There's been some trouble in the city.
Mina, did you hear that?
Thanks, mister.
You don't know how much this means to us. It could save her life.
Just get some rest for now. I'm glad I could help.
To be honest, I would have liked the option to refuse the reward.
I don't mind bending the rules in order to save her life.
Tarsus Academy? I cannot believe it.
I hope nobody finds out.
I heard they don't let the gifted students get sick. Ever.
Yeah, but they also kind of sometimes experiment on them, so that's a double-edged sword there.
I think I'm getting better.
I'll pay you back someday. I promise.
These poor people.
Okay, I need to talk with the coffee shop owner at the plaza and with the Omar as well, because I've just finished a mission for them.
If you're ready to head out, just exit the area. The unlock weapon scan will automatically reactivate everything.
Anything new on the news?
Attention residents of Old Cairo. The particle haze you are experiencing does not pose a health threat.
Okay, already listened to that. Now, let me check the map for this area. So I'm here. I need to go to Queequeg, and I think the Omar were also. Although wait, they must be somewhere near because I saw them from the Templars hideout. So
No more congestion, no more fatigue. Use Vitatech Cure 11.
yeah, I think it's over here. And I guess I should get ready for that Templar attack.
Very well done. This schematic has already proven useful. We have learned that the armor contains a weak spot, triangular in shape, on the back.
Interesting. Anything else?
Would you like to make a purchase?
Yeah, but I haven't got enough credits. I would like the biomods.
No thanks.
As you wish.
Maybe I'll get the opportunity later.
I eavesdropped on the Templar recruiting station in the arcology.
Huh, my lucky day. I see that it pays to have old friends from Tarsus.
The raid is going to happen any minute.
You know this for certain? I should stay in position. How long?
Hard to say. Maybe an hour?
I'll be ready. Thank you.
I had a run-in with some Templars in the apartment building across from the mosque. Their history. Maybe there won't be any raid.
Not likely. The Templars have cells all over the Medina, but maybe you got the one who would have tipped the balance. Thanks for sticking your neck out. I'll split my first combat bonus with you if these Omar make it through the raid.
They won't catch me sleeping.
So I guess...
I wasn't sure about you at first, but you turned out to be a good man. If I go down fighting bigots, I guess that's not so bad.
I guess...
This'll be my first real engagement. Hard to believe.
They are not attacking now. So my work is kind of done. Yeah, and I unfortunately need to go here to see the coffee shop owner.
Alex D. The information you provided our agent has proven valuable. He was successful against the invaders. I would like to thank you. Your future business with Omar will remain on favorable terms.
Okay, that's kind of annoying, because it seems that the attack just happened off screen, as it were, and I have to backtrack to collect my reward. But...
Miss Withers gave me a call. Thank you so much. You did it.
Everything is arranged. Pretty soon screaming kids will be lined up around the block.
I owe you my life. My career is saved. Let me show you those weapon mods I was talking about. An ammo scavenger, a fragmentary rounds mod, and a glass destabilizer. I got them off an Omar who was crucified at the end of this.
Wow.
Gruesome scene. The work of the Templars, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll take the scavenger. Because that I think, if I remember correctly, lets me use less ammo per each shot. And the other two are not that useful, although to be honest, I was kinda hoping for him to give me all 3, but...
Thanks, I'll take the ammo scavenger.
My pleasure. I can't wait to see the faces of those self-satisfied arcology fiends when Queequeg shuts down, and I take over the coffee shop on level 107. We just need a foothold in the enclaves. Once they get a taste of all-natural coffee, they will never go back.
Well, but unfortunately I do need to go back to collect my reward. Yeah, this seems a good idea because the mag rail uses quite a lot of ammo per shot, so I think I'm going to install that here. Okay. Now, how much credits? Nah, even with the reward from Jankowski, I don't think I'm going to have enough to buy the biomods. Unless it's a really huge reward, but I'm not counting on it.
Hey, Chicago, great tip. I let him close in and then BAM! Dropped every last one.
Glad I could help.
Hey, I don't have much in the way of a reward, but this showdown just got me a big bonus and put me in tight with the Omar. You're welcome to half. Plus, I'll throw in a little extra since you've made your own contribution to the Templar body count. Good work.
Thanks. I'm just glad things are working out for you. Keep your head down.
You don't have to worry about Leo Jankowski. The Omar are safe. Thanks for the tip.
Okay, that's actually quite a substantial reward.
This gig is working out.
I think I only need like 100 more credits to...
Scan complete. You are only...
One thing I can't stand is one human being who hates another human being. Know what I mean?
Would you like to make a purchase?
Yeah, wait. I can't afford it, so...
Give me the black market biomods.
The Omar appreciate good customers.
The Omar are safe. Thanks for the tip.
Wait. Did they just give it to me on credit?
This gig is
What
working
the?
out.
Because for a second it said, you know, -70, which I guess in a futuristic setting it would totally make sense, especially if I'm on good terms with them.
One thing I can't stand is one human being who hates another human being.
To make a purchase on credit, but now I'm thinking if maybe it was a bug because I have 0, not -70. So that's interesting. In case anyone watches and knows, like for example you, Evan Jones, I'll be grateful to know if it's actually a bug or maybe if the Omar favor me, you know, to that degree at this point that they, you know, lower the price or let me buy it for credit. That's interesting. Well, so those are 2 black market biomods, so let's upgrade this as well as this. Yeah, and this sort of confirms one of my fears about the game, because like level 3, level 3, level 3, level 2, level 2, 1, no, this is level 1, so I'm basically 3 biomods away, 1 here and 2 here, from completing all of the upgrades that exist in the game, and from that point onwards it'll be basically impossible to permanently improve my character, which seems like a poor design choice, because at this point you really don't have much of an incentive to do things. Not to mention it's a little boring, you know, to know that your character can't get better anymore. Let's check the objectives. This is on hold, not doing that. Okay, so I guess I'm off to ApostleCorp. Although now I'm a little worried that I might not have enough credits to actually leave Cairo, which is an interesting possibility. Well, here's to hoping I'll be able to scavenge something at the Templar base.
Stand back. SSC on duty. I have to see your archaeology pass before I can let you in.
I've got one right here.
Okay, you're clear to enter.
Okay, this is the Tarsus Academy, so I need to go higher.
I'm showing another entry for Alex D in the crime database.
What for?
You're listed as the investigator who opened a criminal probe into Tarsus Academy.
I investigated the school, but I didn't know I was part of an official operation.
The Knights Templar have found recruits in strange places. The Enclaves are very concerned about tracking their activities.
And mine too, apparently.
The WTO's surveillance policies are spelled out in the charter, in case you have any questions. Please report your findings on Tarsus to the local SSC office located on level 108. They're authorized to disburse a reward. Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about, Alex?
Nah, I'm not going to tell her that her manager is taking bribes because, one, I think that she's very much aware of that, and I wouldn't be surprised if they are sharing the cut, and two, that would ruin the deal that the Queequeg guy got with her, and that would in turn ruin his life. So
I met your manager. Nice lady.
Right, Miss Withers. She's pretty cool for someone who went to business school.
You're lucky to have someone like that looking after your interests.
Yeah, as soon as the execs stop talking money, I go right to sleep. You're one of my favorite bands, Alex. I'm ready to listen anytime
but
you have something on your
it's actually very good to know that I can get a reward for foiling the Templar plot at the Tarsus Academy, because I'm very much in need of money. As I was saying, at the moment I'm too poor to even afford another flight out of Cairo, which would actually be, you know, an interesting way to lock me out of progressing in the game. It's actually excuse me. It's actually kind of weird when you think about it, that such a possibility even exists. You know, you bought the wrong thing for too much money, and now you can't finish the game. Though I guess I could always rob some ATMs.
Fellow WTO citizens, look about you in the splendor of the WTO armaments. You enjoy.
Hey, I was just attacked by your colleagues at the Tarsus school. I think the headmaster has assembled his own private security force.
What business did you have in the school? You a parent?
Not exactly.
Then I think you have some explaining to do.
I was trying to find out what happened to the missing students.
And?
The children are in danger.
Yes, I'm listening.
The headmaster is working for some fanatical secret society, the Knights Templar. He's been tracking the more promising students and plans to eliminate them.
That's a pretty serious accusation. Do you have proof?
He has a secret office in the back where you'll find all the evidence. The students who've been targeted have gone into hiding. If you can find them, they'll also be able to corroborate the story.
We'll dispatch a crew to resolve the situation immediately. Thanks for the tip. You're entitled to an informant's reward if you're interested.
Sure.
Here you go. The credit will be invalidated if we find out that you're lying. The SSC handles security for the entire Cairo arcology.
Okay, so I'm almost up to 500 credits again.
WTO handpicks cities for incorporation.
Which is a good thing, because I definitely need it. Wait a second. I'm getting lost again. I think this is the right way.
Been here for hours.
Because I need to get into ApostleCorp, which is in the business suites.
How are you?
Hi.
Wait. Did I make a wrong turn again?
You're on your own now.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it. As I already mentioned a couple of times, I'm really not good with directions.
Children, it's a tough time to be a parent. She's an impressionable little thing. You'll get your endorsement.
Card station. Ah, here. Okay.
Security Chief Morgan dispatched me to this location to find Dr. Nasif for questioning.
Yeah, I've got business with Layla too.
Right, but you've been working for both the WTO and Order, so the jury's still out on whether I can even trust you. I will warn you that I suspect the Order may want Nasif dead, but the WTO doesn't believe in vigilantism, and I plan to enforce the law, no matter who threatens Nasif or why. We need her alive and conscious for quick information extraction.
According to the intel I've got, the Templars have her pinned down inside this facility.
We also suspect that there are a few bots gone haywire inside.
Sounds like a walk in the park. You stay here and guard the entry. I'll find Nasif.
Good idea. By the way, Chief Morgan wanted me to give you this biomod canister, a reward for securing the mag rail plans at Mako.
Great. Pass on my thanks.
Stick with us, Alex. The WTO is good to its people.
Remember, the WTO wants Dr. Nasif alive so that she can be questioned. We think she may be holed up behind what remains of the ApostleCorp security
Shall
system.
we talk it over?
No!
Just a little humor.
Right for the sake of purity.
No! I've still got some fight in me.
Damn it. I didn't want her to kill them. But I forgot that my health wasn't really in great condition, so... Well, need to try again. Okay, so first I definitely need to... Wait, or maybe I was healed, but they just damaged me so much during that fight. Well, first of all, save.
Security Chief...
Yeah.
Right, but you've been working for both...
According to the...
We also...
Sounds like a walk.
Good idea.
Great.
Stick with us.
Remember, the WTO wants Dr. Nasif alive so that she
Okay,
can
I
be
need to
questioned. We think she may be
go in first.
You
can't
touch her! More than that.
I still do! No!
Okay, I think none of them are dead. This one
there
is
a problem?
unconscious. Unconscious. And unconscious, great. Now a couple of things here. First of all, I thought, because she said she's going to stay near the entrance to guard it, so I didn't expect her to actually open the door and proceed with the wholesale slaughter of the Templars. But another thing, Actually, because Alex suggested that she stay behind and guard the entrance, and she said that it's a good idea, but it's actually a horrendously stupid idea when you think about it for more than 2 seconds, because if I were to betray the WTO and kill Nasif as per the order's request, then she wouldn't be able to stop me because she would be here. Now, on the other hand, if she were to follow me, she could very well save Nasif from me, so in case I decided to kill her. So actually staying here is a monumentally stupid idea, and I'm not really sure why the game decided to do it this way, because to be honest, if she followed me to Nasif and then I wanted to kill Nasif,
watch where you're stepping.
As per the orders, then it would present me with another sort of level of dilemma, because I would have to kill her as well, because she would obviously try to stop me. So I'm a little weirded out by the game's choice here, but oh well. Now, I don't really think I'm going to kill Nasif. That seems really extreme, and I would very much, at the very least, like to give her a chance to explain herself, especially because if she's being held hostage by the Templars, then obviously she is not working with them, because they would not hold one of their own hostage. So I think I'm going to side with the WTO again, as I did in Mako. It's not that I agree with everything they do, or that I trust them, because I really don't. I don't trust anyone in a setting such as this, and to be honest, you probably shouldn't. It's just that the Order's methods seem to be a little too extreme for my tastes, you know. They constantly want me to kill someone, and that's just, you know, that doesn't square well with me, not to mention with my chosen playstyle in this particular game. But first, let me upgrade my throne here. Yeah, so I'm actually just 2 mods away from fully upgrading my character, which, as I already mentioned, is kind of more sad than satisfying.
Maybe I could set up some target practice.
Is there a security computer here? Maybe over here. Doesn't look like it. So I guess I'll have to use a multi-tool. Alright.
Is someone there?
I was looking at it the whole time.
Toward purity!
Wow, that was a really powerful.
What's this? Knock
Let's
it
take
out.
care of this. I will not succumb to you!
You got this coming.
Damn it.
It'll take more than that to stop a Templar. I'm Mia. Didn't have to be this way.
Well, it kind of did have to be this way, because you involved yourself. I didn't even want you to. And I think the Templars, again, yeah, they burned 2 of their own people with the flamethrower, so that's a pity, but again, I don't count that as a bust of my non-lethal run, because it was not me who killed them. But it's still kind of sad that it happened. Conference room. Ah, there's a vent up there. I need to scrounge some money just for the pilot's fee upon leaving Cairo, so... Is that one of the ApostleCorp workers? It doesn't look like a Templar.
I don't think you're going to want to go much further, Alex.
Who are you? And how do you know who I am?
I'm the security chief for this facility. We were alerted to your presence shortly after your arrival in Cairo.
How did you survive the raid?
Let's just say I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Kinda like you do.
Ah. So he's the one the harvester wants me to kill. Now, I would very much like to warn him, but I wonder if this is going to trigger a hostile reaction. I hope not. I would like to treat it just as a warning.
So you're modified? You must be the one the harvester is interested in.
Oh no, I heard he's taken an unhealthy interest in my architectures. I even heard he's put out a hit on me.
Afraid that's the case. In fact, he hired me to kill you.
That would be a big mistake. You'll be marked if you start doing jobs for the Harvester, but there's no point debating about it. Tell you what, let me live and I'll give you the keypad code to the nanoformer bot bay.
You're pleading for your life, and that's the best you can do? A keypad code?
I won't give you the code here. I'll info link it to you once you're at the entrance. That way I'll have enough time to get away. If you want the deal, just go to the bay door.
Yeah, to be honest,
it's a much better deal and no blood on your hands.
I was not going to kill him anyway, so anything he's going to give me for it is just a bonus. Although, didn't I already get the key for that? Yeah, the nanoformer bot bay, isn't that the place where the cure was released? So that's basically worthless to me.
Just go to the entrance to the terraformer bay and I'll transmit the code.
But I'm not going to kill him anyway, so that's kind of an empty distinction. I just don't feel it's warranted. Now I don't think I've been here actually. That might have been a colossal waste. Actually.
I will not succumb to you!
Whoever you are, you're making a big mistake.
Purity! Neurotoxin! I still got some fight in me. I will not succumb to you!
Because I think...
Neurotoxin! No!
I think this is just an alternate route out of here, which means disabling this this laser was a pointless task and basically a waste of a multi-tool. But I was worried it was some kind of a separate area entirely and didn't want to miss anything. Yeah, because that's the offices, right? Yeah. Well.
You must have no idea who you're messing with. Whoever you are, you've made a bad mistake. Poison! Targeted! I can't give up!
Okay.
I've been hit with toxin!
No toxin! I will not...
I think I've been hit with the exact same weapon, actually. Wait, what? How is he dead? Oh damn it. Did I kill him? How? I only used the boltcaster. That's unfortunate. Damn it. I'm not even sure how it happened.
Dr. Nasif should be here shortly. She's actually been working with the subjects directly, and I can hardly wait to ask her what they're like.
Well, so I guess that's my first real victim. Although, again, I'm not sure why or how he died. I sure as hell didn't intend to kill him.
There she is, up ahead. Dr. Nasif turned you into a lab specimen, Alex. No one will blame you for killing her.
Yeah, the thing is, I will blame myself for killing her. At least, if I do it without a good reason. At the very least, I want to give her a chance of explaining herself. No, wait, I didn't want to enable, damn it. Didn't want to change the allegiance of the turret because now it's going to shoot people, and if it does kill them, then I can't possibly deny my involvement in that. That's unfortunate. Especially because there does not seem to be any way to reverse it. I wonder... Ah, but I don't have... I've thrown away my explosives, but I wonder if I could have used a grenade to destroy this. Because apart from the multi-tool cost, it also shows a health bar, and it also worked a similar way in the first game, where you could either pick a lock or you could destroy the crates or the door using an explosives. But apparently, unfortunately, I mean, I don't really have an explosive with me, so I guess multi-tools it is. Okay. Damn it, I don't have... Yeah, don't think I'm going to open that. There's only some weapon inside, which I probably don't even need. And I only have 2 multi-tools left, so it's really not much. Okay, that's Nasif. Before I talk with her, I'll upgrade my mods. So now I'm basically like halfway towards fully upgrading my character, and it's been what, like, I believe maybe I'm halfway through the game, so that leaves me with a whole full, full half of a game without any kind of meaningful progress. That isn't really a good thing.
The Knights Templar are already tearing our organization apart. The last thing we need is one of our own fishing for classified information.
You could have told me and the other trainees about the experiments.
Here you are, our biggest secret, walking straight into a deployment of Templars. Surely you've guessed. You're the next generation of the technology MJ-12 used to create JC Denton. You are the 3rd Denton prototype, a clone of JC.
MJ-12? The offshoot of the Illuminati? This is almost unbelievable. They're the ones who started the Grey Death. I was supposed to be part of a plot to take over the world?
Until your older brother, JC, broke up their network and in the process caused the world economic collapse. When you were 5, ApostleCorp moved you and your foster parents to Chicago.
From Area 51. My parents always said we were from Palm Springs. So is JC Denton here? Is that who you're protecting?
The directors of this facility are either dead or captured. JC was never one of them, but I don't know who was running this lab. There wasn't much communication between the different cells.
That's all you know about the leaders?
I'm as ignorant as you. I did see the Paladins remove a cryogenically frozen body. Maybe that was the facility director. Maybe a botched experiment. Who knows?
So this is the end of ApostleCorp?
In Cairo, maybe so. I've been trying to reach Trier, Germany, our last hidden base, but all lines are down. I found out that the leader of that cell is a man named Tracer Tom.
Oh.
He's the only one who can contact JC. If you insist on tracking down our leaders, you can hire a pilot at the P-Quads on level 107 and go to Trier.
Okay, that's definitely interesting. I do want to talk with her more.
Alex, no second thoughts and no violence. I'll protect Dr. Nasif myself if I have to.
Ah, okay, so that kind of negates one of my previous complaints, because at least she's here, and I imagine...
Chief Morgan's orders. Start the interrogation.
And I imagine if I attack Nasif, she would attack me as well.
I hope this is a psychological tactic on Nasif, and not you stalling so you can carry out some vendetta. I will uphold the WTO's regulations and stop you myself.
Yeah, I'm not going to kill her. I'm going to just talk with her.
The WTO wants to know some specifics about your research, Dr. Nasif, and where it's still being carried out. Tell me more about this Tracer Tong and the facility in Trier.
There's another ApostleCorp lab near the Black Gate with the usual facilities, plus one major difference. A teleportation gate that can take you to JC Denton.
Is that a unique detail?
It's the only one. Alex, I understand you're under pressure from the WTO, but you don't have to become their puppet. Get to JC and do what you can to finish this project. If you do that, it won't matter who controls this research, because the fruits of all this work will be available to everyone.
So after the collapse, JC went underground to, what, start his own biomod firm? From what I know, he doesn't seem like the corporate type.
I've never met the Dentons, but the story is that they realized after the collapse that no attempt to restore any form of world government was going to succeed right away. They decided instead to prepare the conditions for a new type of government.
With biomods?
A way to level the playing field between rich and poor. A society is no better than the individuals it contains. If all of them can be healthy, intellectually gifted, and self-reliant, the prospects for liberty look much better than they did early in the century.
And you buy it? You think Paul and JC are sincere?
That's what we're all told when we join. What you would have been told eventually if your training hadn't been interrupted. It sounds better than the constant bickering and warmongering between the Order, the WTO, the Templars, or the quasi-feudal powers that sprang up after the collapse. Having grown up poor, I appreciated the Tarsus school. And when ApostleCorp came to me and said they wanted to get rid of the Enclave mentality that keeps the rich behind walls and the poor, like my relatives in the Medina, scrabbling in the dirt, I couldn't refuse. The WTO will be here shortly to take me into custody. There's nothing more you can do here.
I've just about had it! Good work. Chief Morgan will be pleased.
I'm not sure what was her deal, but yeah, that was a big load of information there. So one thing, another shout out to Evan Jones, who actually pointed me in the direction of a pretty significant Easter egg in the first Deus Ex. So near the end, when you were in Area 51 and you saw Bob Page's cloning chambers, you actually saw the chamber for Alex D. And if you looked really closely, you could see that he had the same genetic sample as JC. So if you were really smart and observant, you could have figured out the quote-unquote twist from this game a long time ago. But to be honest, I would have never catched it because, first of all, at the point of starting this game, I didn't even remember. It has been so long since I played Deus Ex 1, but I didn't even remember that the additional clonic chamber with Alex D was there. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't have made the connection if Evan Jones, one of my commenters, haven't pointed out that that the Easter egg actually relates to the protagonist of the next game. But it is there, the information is there, and I could see someone, figuring it out from the start, especially if you played Invisible War right after Deus Ex 1. So I'm going to put the relevant links to the description so that you can see the full information that was on display in the first game. Yeah, and another thing about the Denton's purpose. Now, from what she said, it sounded like they want some kind of universal augmentation so that all people have access to basically to the same technology and to level the playing field, which to me seems like an obviously noble goal, and I am very much interested in learning more about it, and I might support it if the details sort of turn out to my liking. So, like, in theory, it definitely seems like a good idea, and I'd much rather have that than the Order's way, which, because I've already discussed how they seem to be against that, they seem to take offense at great modification, maybe not to the same degree as the Templars, but they do seem to have a problem with this idea of universal augmentation. And I already mentioned that to me, if there is any kind of augmentation at all, then I'd rather it be as universal as possible. Now the problem is, I'm not sure if I have... Oh right, and Traitor Tong is another very important character from the first game, who was an ally of JC and who helped him orchestrate the collapse by destroying the Project Aquinas at the Area 51. So I'm also, looking forward to meeting him. But the problem is, I might not actually have enough money to leave Cairo, which is definitely problematic.
bad career move for NG, if you ask me.
Oh, I say! Seriously, how was it? Smooth ride?
No complaints?
Always drop my birds on the curb, eh? Can't beat life in New Cairo. I even had cash this time when I ran into a certain creditor of mine in the elevator.
Good. I don't want to have to rescue your jet again.
Anywhere else you want to go? I'll be right here.
Yeah, that's...
I'll let you know.
That's a problem.
You're one of my favorite fans, Alex. I'm ready to listen anytime you have something on your
I
mind.
need to find 100 credits somewhere, which might actually require going back into the ApostleCorp
My associate will answer your questions.
facility.
Need my warning, tool.
And you know, take some of the money in there. Unless the security chief is willing to pay me something, but he only said about the code, so it's pretty much worthless to me.
It looks like you've decided this was the better deal. Here's the code, 45103. Now I'm taking off.
Yeah, that's pretty much worthless.
Get me in trouble.
Damn it. Yeah, I guess I need to go back in and scour the facility for some money, because otherwise unless I could somehow fly with the other pilot, but I think that chance has been forfeited.
Oh well, the superior product will have to prevail over glitz and subterfuge.
When I have not rescued her.
I wish my uncle owned a publishing company.
Just bumming around, you know?
Need a lift?
I don't have enough money to pay you.
Guess you're cracking out of luck then.
Yeah, kinda.
Alex, you seem to have business in many different places.
I guess I'm not the only one. Are you still a prisoner of the WTO in Seattle?
I escaped. You may be interested to know that I found another person who appears to be modified in the way that you were. Leo Jankowski. I gave him a ride to Cairo.
So you fly modified humans around the world. That's a pretty weird assignment. You're looking for one in particular?
I've finished my search of Cairo. I'm ready for the next destination.
And you don't care where I'm headed. You're ready to go anywhere I decide to go.
I've decided that you might be going in the right direction.
Toward your passenger?
Perhaps. If you'd like free transportation, I'll be waiting at the landing pad outside the arcology.
Oh. Okay, that's actually a great, you know, a great coincidence, because I definitely need a free lift. Well, so onto the helipad then. And I guess I'll just make a final check of my objectives. Yeah, so I'm done, because I'm not going to destroy the greenhouse. I haven't been presented with enough, with good enough evidence to make it reasonable to me. So I'm not going to do that. And I think I'm actually going to end this episode here. So I'm going to save and see you in the next one. Bye.